The situation described highlights the hazards of unchecked do-it-yourself electrical work. The use of speaker wire, exposed wiring, and the lack of proper electrical boxes creates serious safety risks. Codes and regulations are essential for ensuring the safety of electrical installations. They provide minimum standards for wiring methods, materials, and installation practices. Enforceable codes help protect people from unqualified individuals who may attempt electrical work without the necessary knowledge or skills. While homeowners may attempt to save money by performing do-it-yourself electrical work, it is crucial to understand the risks involved. Electrical work requires specialized knowledge and training. Inexperienced individuals may inadvertently create hazardous situations that could result in electrical fires, shocks, or other accidents. A home inspection by a qualified professional can uncover potential electrical hazards and help prevent accident. It is highly recommended for homeowners to have electrical systems inspected, especially in older homes or after purchasing a property from someone they knew. The incident described highlights the importance of using qualified electricians for electrical work. Codes and regulations provide essential safeguards, while do-it-yourself attempts without the proper expertise can put lives and property at risk. Electrical codes and regulations are in place to protect people and property from electrical hazards. These codes specify the minimum safety standards for electrical installations, including wiring methods, materials, and equipment. They cover everything from the size and type of wire to use for different circuits to the proper grounding and bonding techniques. Codes are developed and updated regularly by organizations such as the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, which publishes the National Electrical Code, or NEC. The NEC is the most widely adopted electrical code in the United States. Local jurisdictions may adopt the NEC as is or modify it to suit their specific needs. Electrical inspections are an important part of code enforcement. They are conducted by qualified electrical inspectors who verify that electrical installations comply with the applicable codes. Inspections are typically required for new construction, renovations, and repairs. Inspectors check for things such as proper wiring, grounding, and overcurrent protection. They also ensure that electrical equipment is installed correctly and is in good working order. If an electrical installation does not meet code requirements, the inspector will issue a correction notice. The homeowner or contractor must then correct the deficiencies and have the installation re-inspected. Ignoring electrical codes and skipping inspections can have serious consequences. Unsafe electrical installations can cause electrical fires, shocks, and other accidents. They can also increase the risk of property damage and injuries. In some cases, they can even lead to death. In addition to the safety benefits, following electrical codes and getting inspections can also save money. Properly installed electrical systems are more energy efficient and less likely to require repairs. They can also increase the value of a home. It is important to note that electrical codes and regulations vary from place to place. It is essential to check with the local authorities to determine the specific requirements in a particular area. Homeowners should also be aware that some electrical work requires a permit. A permit is a document that authorizes someone to perform electrical work. Permits are typically required for new construction, renovations, and repairs that involve changes to the electrical system. To obtain a permit, a homeowner or contractor must submit an application to the local building department. The application must include a description of the proposed work, a set of plans, and other relevant information. Once the application is approved, a permit will be issued. The permit must be posted at the job site and must be available for inspection by the electrical inspector. It is illegal to perform electrical work without a permit in many jurisdictions. Doing so can result in fines and other penalties. Homeowners who are not qualified to perform electrical work should hire a licensed electrician. A licensed electrician has the training and experience necessary to perform electrical work safely and correctly. They are also familiar with the electrical codes and regulations in the area. When hiring an electrician, it is important to check their license and insurance. It is also a good idea to get multiple bids before making a decision. In addition to following electrical codes and getting inspections, there are other things that homeowners can do to protect themselves from electrical hazards. These include keeping electrical outlets and switches dry, avoiding overloading electrical circuits, using ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, in wet locations, and having electrical equipment serviced regularly. Ground fault circuit interrupters are safety devices that can help prevent electrical shocks. They are designed to trip a circuit breaker when they detect a ground fault. A ground fault occurs when electricity flows through an unintended path, such as a person's body. GFCIs are required in wet locations such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoors. It is also important to have electrical equipment serviced regularly. This includes things such as checking the wiring, replacing worn-out parts, and cleaning the equipment. Regular servicing can help prevent electrical hazards and extend the life of electrical equipment. By following these tips, homeowners can help protect themselves and their families from electrical hazards. The use of speaker wire for permanent electrical wiring is a dangerous and code-violating practice. Speaker wire is designed for low-voltage audio signals, not for carrying household electrical current. It is not rated for the voltage and amperage of typical electrical circuits and lacks the necessary insulation and fire resistance. Using speaker wire can lead to overheating, electrical fires, and shocks. The NEC requires that all electrical wiring be approved for its intended use and installed in accordance with the code. This includes using the correct type and size of wire, as well as proper wiring methods. Exposed wiring is another common electrical hazard. Electrical wiring should be properly insulated and protected from physical damage. Exposed wiring can be easily damaged, leading to shorts, shocks, and fires. The NEC requires that all electrical wiring be installed in conduit or other approved raceways. Conduit protects the wiring from physical damage and provides a path for grounding. Electrical boxes are also required for all electrical connections. Electrical boxes protect the connections from physical damage and provide a safe place to make splices. They also help to prevent the spread of fire. Using the wrong type of electrical box can also be dangerous. Electrical boxes are rated for different applications. Using the wrong type of box can lead to overheating, electrical fires, and shocks. It is also important to use the correct size of electrical box. The electrical box must be large enough to accommodate all of the wires and devices that are being installed in it. Overcrowding an electrical box can lead to overheating and electrical fires. Do-it-yourself electrical work can be dangerous, especially if one is not familiar with electrical codes and regulations. Electrical work requires specialized knowledge and training. Inexperienced individuals may inadvertently create hazardous situations that could result in electrical fires, shocks, or other accidents. It is always best to hire a licensed electrician to perform electrical work. A licensed electrician has the training and experience necessary to perform electrical work safely and correctly. They are also familiar with the electrical codes and regulations in the area. When hiring an electrician, it is important to check their license and insurance. It is also a good idea to get multiple bids before making a decision. Home inspections are an important part of the home buying process. A home inspection can uncover potential problems with a home, including electrical hazards. It is highly recommended for homeowners to have electrical systems inspected, especially in older homes or after purchasing a property from someone they knew. A home inspection can help one avoid costly repairs and protect oneself and family from electrical hazards. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations. The NEC covers everything from the size and type of wire to use for different circuits to the proper grounding and bonding techniques. It is updated every 3 years by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA. The NEC is the most widely adopted electrical code in the United States. Local jurisdictions may adopt the NEC as is or modify it to suit their specific needs. It is important to be familiar with the NEC if one is performing electrical work. The NEC is a complex document, but it is essential for ensuring the safety of electrical installations. There are many resources available to help one understand the NEC. These include books, websites, and training courses. It is also a good idea to consult with a licensed electrician if one has any questions about the NEC. Electrical safety is a serious matter. By following electrical codes and regulations, getting inspections, and hiring qualified electricians, one can protect oneself and family from electrical hazards. Using unqualified individuals to perform electrical work can put lives and property at risk. Here are some specific examples of electrical code violations that can lead to dangerous situations. Firstly, using undersized wiring. The NEC specifies the minimum size of wire that can be used for different circuits. Using undersized wiring can cause the wire to overheat, which can lead to electrical fires. Secondly, improper grounding. Grounding is the process of connecting electrical equipment to the earth. Grounding helps protect people from electrical shocks. Improper grounding can increase the risk of electrical shock. Thirdly, lack of overcurrent protection. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. Lack of overcurrent protection can lead to electrical fires. Fourthly, improper wiring methods. The NEC specifies the proper wiring methods for different types of electrical installations. Improper wiring methods can lead to shorts, shocks, and fires. Fifthly, use of damaged or defective equipment. Damaged or defective electrical equipment can be dangerous. It is important to replace any damaged or defective electrical equipment immediately. Sixthly, overloading electrical circuits. Overloading electrical circuits can cause the wires to overheat, which can lead to electrical fires. It is important to avoid overloading electrical circuits. Seventhly, extension cords. Extension cords are not intended for permanent use. Using extension cords for permanent wiring can be dangerous. It is important to avoid using extension cords for permanent wiring. Eighthly, wet locations. Electrical equipment that is used in wet locations must be properly protected from moisture. Improperly protected electrical equipment can lead to electrical shocks. Ninthly, outdoor use. Electrical equipment that is used outdoors must be properly protected from the weather. Improperly protected electrical equipment can be damaged by the weather and can also pose an electrical hazard. Tenthly, working on live electrical circuits. Working on live electrical circuits can be extremely dangerous. It is important to always disconnect the power before working on electrical circuits. These are just a few examples of electrical code violations that can lead to dangerous situations. It is important to be aware of these violations and to take steps to prevent them. If one is not sure how to perform electrical work safely, it is always best to hire a licensed electrician. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. By following electrical codes and regulations, getting inspections, and hiring qualified electricians, everyone can help to protect themselves and their families from electrical hazards. A general overview of electrical safety practices includes: first and foremost, always turn off the power at the breaker box before working on any electrical circuit. Secondly, use insulated tools when working with electricity. Thirdly, never work in wet conditions. Fourthly, inspect cords and plugs for damage before use. Fifthly, don't overload circuits. Sixthly, use ground fault circuit interrupters in wet locations. Seventhly, keep electrical appliances away from water. Eighthly, teach children about electrical safety. Ninthly, have a qualified electrician inspect your home's electrical system regularly. Tenthly, install smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Remember to replace smoke detector batteries every 6 months. Also, have a fire extinguisher on hand and know how to use it. If you see any signs of electrical problems, such as flickering lights, sparking outlets, or burning smells, call a qualified electrician immediately. Do not attempt to fix the problem yourself. And never cover extension cords with rugs or furniture, as this can cause them to overheat. If you are using a ladder near electrical lines, be sure to maintain a safe distance. Also, be aware of underground utilities before digging. Call 8.11. Before you dig, to have underground utilities marked. Finally, remember that electricity can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always take precautions to protect yourself and your family from electrical hazards. If you have any doubts, consult a qualified electrician.